Okay, so the next topic that we are going to study is macromolecules and polymers. Macromolecules, as the name itself says, macro means big. So these are big molecules which are made from large number of atoms. Okay, so giant molecules formed from hundreds of thousands of atoms are called macromolecules, big molecules. Micro means small, macro means big. Now these macromolecules, which are formed by regular repetition of small units. Macromolecules in which you will find some repeating pattern. These macromolecules are called as polymers. These polymers or macromolecules are of two main types, natural and man-made or synthetic. Natural polymers, the best examples are starch, proteins, cellulose that we find in the bark of the trees, or stem of the plants, cellulose. Okay, all these are natural macromolecules or natural polymers. Man-made macromolecules are plastic, rubber, nylon, fiber, nylon. All these are man-made macromolecules or man-made polymers. Okay. So remember, polymers are macromolecules having regular repeating units. Okay. Let us study polymers in detail. A macromolecule, as we have already learned the definition, it is a macromolecule formed by regular repetition of small units is called polymer. The small unit that repeats regularly in a polymer is called a monomer. So monomer is, in other words, the starting material which is used or the reactant that is used for preparing a polymer. And the process by which polymers are prepared is called as polymerization. What is it called? It is called as polymerization. So this reaction by which monomers are converted into polymer is called polymerization. Going to the next part, this is a simple example of a formation of polymer. Okay, now these units, they combine with each other under some conditions, reaction conditions, and they give you a long chain of compounds, a large compound. This is called as a polymer. Now in this polymer, this part, this monomer is CH2, double bond CH2. This part is seen here, CH2. Now it has become single bond and CH2. This part of the monomer, monomers are reactant. This part of the monomer is getting repeated again and again. Okay. So this is called as the repeating unit. What is it called? This is called as the repeating unit or repetition, repeating pattern. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Now, these are names of some polymers which are artificially prepared, which are man-made polymers, and we have to discuss the structural formula of the polymer. How are these polymers represented? Okay, and most importantly, the uses of these polymers. The first polymer is polyethylene, or which is also called as polyethylene. Okay, I'll go back to the previous slide. This is nothing but polyethylene. Now, if you look at this very carefully, okay, now this molecule, the first molecule reacts. The first molecule reacts with the second molecule. How will it react? You imagine that some reactant is attacking this first molecule. This reactant which attacks the first molecule is called as an initiator. It initiates the polymerization reaction. Okay. And as soon as something attacks this carbon atom, now this carbon atom has a bond on this side because it has been attacked by somebody. Okay, so it will form a bond with the attacking species. Then this carbon will be left with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 bonds. Okay, so one of the bonds from here gets shifted. One of the bonds from here gets shifted and that bond is used to attack this carbon atom. Okay, then what will happen? This bond will shift from here and it is used to attack the next carbon atom. Okay, so when I'm saying that this bond shifts here, it actually shifts from here to here. Okay, so it comes in between these two carbon atoms. So that is what has happened here. Look, this is the bond of the initiator with the first carbon of the first molecule. Okay, now there was a double bond here which has shifted from here to here between these two carbons. This is where the second molecule starts. Okay, so as I was telling you, this part of the polymer, which is actually the part which has come from the monomer, is getting repeated again and again. So when we write the formula of the polymer, we actually write it as, okay, you write C H H. It is quite difficult to write with a mouse. Okay, there are hydrogen atoms here. Okay, so the part that is getting repeated is put in brackets. Okay, and this part in a polymer is said to repeat several number of times. Okay, n number of times, n, wherein n is a very big natural number. Okay, certainly this repeats, say 15 times, 20 times, 100 times to give you a long chain compound. Okay, so this is how you represent the structure of a polymer. So this is exactly what you will see in the next slide. Okay, I'll quickly erase this part. Okay, I'll keep it as it is. It's okay. Okay, so this is ethylene, that is ethene, and you will find this repeating unit that I had written. Okay, and getting repeated n number of times. Okay, so similarly, okay, this polyethylene or polyethene is used in making carry bags and sportswear. Okay, polythene bags. Okay, now the second polymer. Okay, how do you get the name of this polymer? Ethylene is the monomer which undergoes polymerization to form polyethylene. Okay, poly means many ethylene units combine with each other. So remember, ethylene is the starting material reactant, and that is the monomer of the polymer. Okay. Polystyrene, in which obviously styrene will be the monomer. Styrene is this molecule. If you want to see it clearly, it is CH double bond, sorry, CH2, and there is this C6H5 unit to the first carbon atom. Okay, so it is like ethylene only one, instead of one hydrogen atom there is C6H5 unit, that is the phenyl ring. Okay, so what will happen, this C6H5, this is what is C6H5. Okay, the phenyl ring. Okay, you keep it at the top or at the bottom, you focus only on this double bond. Something attacks this carbon atom and then this bond shifts to the next carbon atom. Okay, it is like that. So CH, at the top you have written this phenyl ring. This is the bond which is formed with the initiator, and the double bond has here become single bond, and it is CH2. CH2. Now this will again get repeated. You will again get this unit C. At the top there will be phenyl ring, at the bottom H, single bond CH2. So this will get repeated again and again. Hence you use this part to represent the polymer. Okay. So this is polystyrene, which is used in making thermocol articles. Thermocol. Okay, it is used in making thermocol. Okay, the spelling of thermocol is wrong. There should not be this A. Okay. Next is polyvinyl chloride or PVC, the one which is used in making PVC pipes, drainage pipes, door mats, tubes, bags, hospital kits, PVC kits. Okay, nowadays it is in huge demand. In Corona, they have been using this, not PVC actually, a kind of polymer only. Okay, but PVC articles are being used widely nowadays in making hospital kits, etc. That kit they have been using is PPE kit. Okay. Polyvinyl chloride. vinyl chloride, it is similar to ethylene. What is the difference? Only instead of hydrogen, they have put chlorine here. So as you had kept the benzene at the top, similarly you have to keep chlorine at the bottom. You have to focus only on the double bond. So something is attacking this carbon atom. This bond shifts. Okay, so you can start the attack from this end also. So something is attacking this carbon atom and this bond shifts. So they have started from this end. So a bond with the initiator CH2 group, this bond becomes single bond and it shifts to the second carbon atom, next molecule of vinyl chloride. Okay, who is the monomer here? Vinyl chloride is the monomer. Okay, polyacrylonitrile. Again, the same ethylene molecule, instead of hydrogen, there is CN group. Which group? CN, cyanide group it is called. So this molecule is called as acrylonitrile or vinyl cyanide. What is it called? जैसा vinyl chloride है वैसे vinyl cyanide. Okay, तो polyvinyl cyanide, polyacrylonitrile. It is also abbreviated as PAN, P-A-N. Okay, the polymer is also called as PAN. Okay, so similarly you can write the structure of polymer. It is used as artificial wool in making it is used in making blankets. Okay, winter blankets, winter clothing. So artificial wool that is available, economically available, okay, at a very cheap rate, at a very cheap rate. These blankets, sweaters are available. Okay, nowadays you get woolen gloves or woolen sweaters also at the rate of at 100 rupees or at the cost of 100 rupees, 200 rupees you get woolen sweaters. Actual wool is far more costlier. Okay, but these woolen clothings that you get are made up of artificial wool, that is polyacrylonitrile. It is also called as Orlon. What is it called? It is called as Orlon, O-R-L-O-N. Okay, the next is Teflon. Now Teflon, similarly, the monomer is very similar to ethylene. Instead of hydrogen, these 4 hydrogen atoms, you have put F2 and F2A. That's it. So this is, the monomer is tetrafluoroethene. 4 fluorine atoms. So tetrafluoroethylene or tetrafluoroethene. Okay, from which you form polytetrafluoroethene, which is also called as Teflon. What is it called? Teflon. Okay, the structure is similar to polythene. Only instead of 4 hydrogen atoms, you have to put 4 fluorine atoms. Okay. Now Teflon is used in making non-stick. Earlier it was used in making non-stick cookwares. Okay, nowadays that has been replaced. Okay, you use granite cookwares. Okay, many other non-stick cookwares. Polypropylene, this is propylene. Instead of 1 hydrogen there is methyl group here, from which you prepare this polymer. It is used in making injection syringes and furniture. I wanted to add some use of Teflon. Teflon tape, that is a white color tape, is widely used in fixing metal joints. Okay, as they are used by plumbers in fixing 2 pipes. Okay, at the thread of the pipe they use this Teflon tape so that they can make it leak proof. Okay, now quickly going to the next part, that is natural polymers. Okay, polysaccharide is the name of the polymer. The name of monomer is glucose. Where is it present? It is found in starch. Cellulose, which is found in wood or cell wall of the plant cell. The monomer is glucose. Proteins, monomer is amino acid. Okay, so protein polymer is a polymer. It is present in hair, enzymes, skin, egg, muscles, etc. DNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid. The monomer is nucleotide, a base, that is deoxyribose, and a phosphate unit. Okay, it is present in chromosomes of animals. RNA, that is nucleotide, base, and ribose phosphate. It is present in chromosomes of plants. The last one is rubber, that is natural rubber. It contains isoprene as the monomer. It is present in latex of rubber. Okay. Thank you very much. The chapter ends here.